Hey guys, this is Akush from strongestmecoaching.com, and as you can see, today I decided to make a video with my plants. I hope you don't mind, just for a bit of change. And as you can see, this one is not super healthy, but I'm sure it's gonna be very healthy soon. As you can see, there's new life coming out right now. So let's talk about fasting. So as you might have seen, I posted on Facebook and Instagram that I have done a water fast for 4 days. And without going into the science and all, detailed things, I just want to tell you how it was and how I felt and how I feel now, etc. So before I tell you that, I just want to let you know that I tried different type of shorter fasts before doing a longer 4-day one, and that's how everybody should do it. So, and it's really good for your body to give it a break, basically. So during this fast, I started on a Sunday morning. I had my last meal, and first day is usually fine. You're feeling normal, a bit hungry when you go to bed. That's totally fine. It's pretty easy to get through for most people, I think. And day 2 is when which I would say is alright, when you a little bit lower energy, a little bit hungry, but you're not starving, you're fine. And when you decide that you are fasting, then you're fasting, then you know that you don't really have the option to have food, and you're not gonna crave too much, and you're not gonna be dying. A lot of people comment that I can't, I would be too cranky, I would be starving, how can you do this, blah 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 blah. If you want to do it, you can do it. And if you're even thinking about it, then you know that there is a possibility that you can do it. And if you know that there's a possibility, then you can do it. So day 2 is alright. And for me, day 3 was the hardest one, where I woke up. Again, day 2 I went to bed pretty hungry, but it was fine. I had a pretty good sleep. And day 3 I woke up very good. I felt very energetic, and I was ready for the day, and I was quite busy with clients as well, which was good. It just takes your mind off food, and they could use this energy, for doing something good. So I was working a lot and getting things done at home. And then in the afternoon, so because I usually work mornings and evenings, I usually have a few hours around lunchtime after early afternoon. And around lunchtime, I got really, really tired, like could hardly move. I felt pretty, almost even fainty. So I was basically just lying down, taking a nap, meditating a lot. And oh yeah, regarding meditation, in the first couple of days as well, I was meditating quite a few times, at least twice a day, which helped a lot. So if you don't meditate, that's something good to get started with, maybe before your fast, so you know what to do when you have these mental challenges and you're not feeling too great. So and Headspace is a really good app for that. So if you have no idea how to meditate, download Headspace. If you do that every day during your fast, well, before your fast will be good to start, and then even during your fast, just continue, and you'll be a lot better off than without that. So day 3, I got really tired, really weak, starving. Well, not starving. It's a different kind of hunger. You just feel weak. So I didn't feel like I'm starving, but I just feel like I just don't have any energy. And I took a nap, meditated, and I felt fine again. And I went back to work in the evening, and it was totally fine. Day 4 again was a quieter day, so it was again, just an okay day. It started higher energy, and then I got a bit lower energy towards the afternoon, and that's when I started thinking that tomorrow I might need to eat some food, depending on how I wake up. So day 4, I wasn't very productive. I was kind of just cruising around. A lot of people say that they have super clear head and they can get a lot done. And I just had, these periods when I could do that, but not the whole day for sure. So day 4, I was basically just occupying myself with things. I was watching some series, playing some games, etc., to just take my mind off food, and to get through it. And I did that, and again, meditation was a big part of it. So I did all that, and then day 5, which would have been day 5. So at the end of day 4, on the morning, I felt pretty well, I wouldn't say weak, but pretty low energy, and then I knew that I just need some food. I think this is about as far as I should push this thing, because I don't have any significant health issues or anything. So I just wanted to feel it, healthier and better. I did feel a bit bloated before. I was eating a bit of dairy and a bit more white flour than I usually do. So I hoped that would help with that, with digestion and feeling a bit less bloated, which it definitely did. So then I had a little bit of vegetables that morning, went to the shop to buy more food, and then I had a small meal after, a few hours after that, and then I made a nice soup, which was very nutritious and very yummy and quite easy to digest as well, because it was like being cooked for hours and hours. So this was the fast, and this was the process of the fast. I didn't feel, a lot of people say that you get some kind of a spiritual, shift and change during the fast, and I did not feel that during the fast. I just felt like, I'm pretty low energy, good, some good hours in the day, some bad hours in the day, and but I didn't feel like, I had this, eureka moment or something that, I need to do this, I need to do that. But looking back after the fast, I do feel very different, and I do feel a lot higher energy than before, and I do not feel like eating any crap. I've been just eating perfectly healthy food since then, and smaller portions than usual, just because that's what I feel my body needs. The first meal as well, I don't think I ever chewed food so much than on the first couple of meals, and as you've been told a million times in your life to chew your food very well, and after a fast, you know that you need to chew your food very well. It's just instinctive, and it was great, and that changed the way I eat as well. I used to eat usually watching something or listening to something or a podcast, which is informational, etc., but still you're not focusing on your food, your mind is occupied. And then this fast also taught me to be able to eat quietly and focus on my food and chew my food very well and enjoy it. And if you're someone who is in a rush all the time and eating in the car and at the TV and all these kind of things, and you can't, and you might be aware that you shouldn't do that, but you can't change it, then again, I think the fast is really good to change all these negative habits around food. So yeah, I feel higher energy, I eat better foods and in a better way as well. I feel also, which I will go into the next video, in the scientific details of what happens in the body. What I noticed, which is the result of that I feel a lot more open to people, which is weird. So if you have any kind of depression or anxiety, I never identified with any of these things of being depressed or anxious or antisocial or whatever. I just always used to say at the time, you know, I'm an introvert, so I sometimes go to work and I hardly speak to my colleagues, just say hi, blah blah blah. And the same in the shop. I don't speak to the shopkeeper. I just do my thing and get home with it. And since the fast, I just feel like communicating with people more. I think that might be the reason of the hormonal changes. What happens in the body? Your body produces the hormones and the amount of hormones that it should, like, you know, serotonin, which is the happiness hormone, as they say, and your body produces a lot more testosterone, which again gives you a lot more energy, and it has a lot more health benefits. So I don't want to go into too much detail in that, but I do feel the results of what I've read that happens in the body, and I do feel it in a, you know, I do feel the feelings, and the feelings are the results of whatever happens in your body biochemically. So I do feel great. I do feel different. I changed some habits, negative habits, which I had for time, and I was aware of it as well, and I didn't change it. I just kept eating and watching TV, watching some YouTube, whatever, and I didn't change it, and now I have. And yeah, it's only been a few days, so maybe I'll do a report in a few weeks time to see if it's still going like that, which I'm pretty positive that it will. And so I think that's about it. If you have any more questions, let me know. It would be great to hear, and I would love to help. And the next video I'll talk a bit more about the science, and I don't want to go too crazy. It's possible to talk about this for hours. I just want to keep it fairly simple and tell you what happens in the body, but without overwhelming and without being too boring. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. Again, I just wanted to tell you things honest rather than, you know, package it in all kinds of crazy ways. This is just the plain truth of fasting. So any questions, let me know. If you like this video, if you like the plants, if you want to send some love to these plants so it will grow more and be more green, then please press like, and also please share. They love a lot of sharing and love, so please do that. Like and share the video, and comment below if you have any questions or any comments, or if you want to tell me what to do with this plant, which I think I know what to do, but if you think you know better, tell me. So next video coming soon. Subscribe for more so you get notification. See you soon.